Hey folks, real quick, I did a couple drives as Debby, Hurricane Debby, approached Crystal River, and again as Hurricane Debby went by Crystal River. Specifically, I want to show or illustrate from my eyes and my camera what a passing hurricane, storm surge, tidal surge will do to Crystal River. I know you see it all over the news, but this is real. This is 100% real. No acting. Some of the video is kind of blurry, for obvious reasons, because it was storming. But anyways, if you recall last year, Idalia also went by, put Crystal River 4 to 6 feet underwater. It's kind of fascinating. So anyways, I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get into it. Here's the boat ramps, Ford Island Trail center ramp. I've never seen the water that high before. And as the storm pushes water up the river, this whole thing's gonna be underwater. And there's the power plant, Crystal River. We're at the end of Ford Island Trail. Look at that. The power plant just disappeared. That squall is coming in. Completely blacked it out. Here's Shrimp Landing. We have all the boats pulled and put away. Look at poor little raccoon in the road. He doesn't know whether to come or go. It's okay, buddy. A big old snapping turtle trying to get out of there too. Here's some roads underwater already. We haven't even got into the heart of it. These poor houses in here flooded in last year's storm. So I imagine they're in for another ride. The water is almost level to the parking lot. And right behind me, there's a storm chaser parked there. The storm chaser there. He's got a satellite dish off the tailgate of his truck or the hitch. Sitting there looking at Kings Bay. Here's a pavilion on Kings Bay. You can see it's already underwater. Soon to go deeper underwater. They brought all the big vessels in all the way up into Kings Bay, right off 19. Got them tied down, but this whole area is going to go underwater. And there's our storm chaser. It's still pouring. It's Monday morning. The center is up by Cedar Key, or north of Cedar Key now. It's gone past us, but we're getting the back end of it, and it is really coming down. Here's 44 and 19, right by Kings Bay, Crystal River. Last year's storm, this was all 6 feet underwater. So this year, things are looking a lot better. Here's what used to be Charlie's parking lot on Kings Bay. It has come over, breached. Water is down the parking lot. The tidal surge continues to move in. Just a different view as the tidal surge continues to push in on Kings Bay. It's almost halfway through the parking lot to Highway 19. I do see boats that have broke through or broke loose and have washed up inland. Citrus Avenue, downtown Crystal River. I can see the police have the roads closed. Water has washed up into town. Not quite to the business district yet, but it's coming. I have a lot of small tree debris down. I'm gonna get over to Ford Island Trail, see if I can get down that way, see what's up there. Oh, we do have some houses underwater over here on the river. You can see the river completely breached the banks. still in downtown Crystal River. You can see where the river has breached the banks and water is in the roads. Coming into the plantation at Crystal River, looks like they did pretty good in here. Last year's storm this was completely underwater, so I'm gonna say they came out great. That boat was on a lift. There's a lot of standing water along Ford Island Trail. So we make our way down. I'm gonna try to hit the middle ramps off Ford Island Trail, see how that did. But you can see the roads off to the side where the houses are completely underwater. There you go. Here's some of the marsh all the way up to the edge of the road. Here's the ramp at Ford Island Trail, middle ramp and park. Got a lot of the marsh coming over the banks. I'm gonna try to sneak in here and see what I can see. There's the river. And yeah, those houses, good thing they are built up on stilts, or else they would be underwater. Holy cow. Boat rents are completely covered. Water 3/4 of the way up the ramps. All the walkways are covered. Big difference from yesterday. It was just going underwater yesterday. Wow, a lot of flooding in here. I'm headed right to the edge of the river. Crystal River, that is. We'll see what that looks like. Here's a view of the ramps from the other side. You can see Crystal River is rose almost to the bottom of the pier. That's a lot of water. And the river is all the way up, almost into the pavilion. But look at the tree or the brush floating. That's coming in. That's coming into downtown Crystal River. So the tidal surge or the storm surge is still pushing water in, just to give you an idea. And there's Crystal River. You can't even tell where the river banks start and end. Yeah, look at the water coming across the road from the river. All the people that live down this road here park their cars up on Ford Island Trail to keep them from getting flooded out. And that's their driveway. Can you believe it? Alrighty folks, we're at Shrimp Landing. The river has rose so far, all their docks are underwater. Their store is underwater. Everything is underwater. It's raining so hard you can barely see down the road. I cannot believe the marsh is pushed all the way up to the road. And in a lot of places crossing the road. Okay folks, this is where I'm gonna stop. There's still some cars coming down the road, but I'm not gonna drive my car through the salt water coming up across Ford Island Trail. People that do, more power to them. But I'm not gonna do it. And another view of the marsh. The tidal surge pushes the water up. Quick, this is the other side of Shrimp Landing. You can see they're underwater. That's Twin Rivers Marina, which is where the Salt River and Crystal River meet. Wow, the water's risen even more on Fort Island Trail since I went down. I'm on my way back to Highway 19 now. People are trying to pull their motorhomes out and get out of here. The water continues to rise. People continue to turn around. This is not good. I have a pretty high truck, so I'm in good shape. But some smaller vehicles are going to have problems, that's for sure. Absolutely amazing how fast this water is still rising. I just went down this road 15 minutes ago and it was open. This is going to be hard to see, but as I indicated earlier, I was parked in what was Charlie's parking lot, which I was able to park. And as I went or came back Fort Island Trail, I said the water was still rising and rising fast. So I came back by Charlie's parking lot, and the water is all the way across the parking lot into Highway 19 now. So yes, it is rising fast. And as you can see, this goes, I'm kind of panning around. I can't spin around and I don't want to put my car in salt water. But anyways, 19 is right behind me. Highway 19, that is. Here's City Hall. Hey, as I sit here editing this video, I'm gonna throw a couple pics in of last year's hurricane that went by, Hurricane Idalia. And when I say 4 to 6 feet of water, you see for yourself what I'm talking about. And yeah, folks, I had to get out of there. That water was rising way too fast. One road, Fort Island Trail, I went down. Within 15 minutes, there was a foot of water in some places of that road. Water was coming across Highway 19. That's not my cup of tea. I had to get out of there. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. And until the next video, we'll see you later.